Put your
they wanted a long
your white sausage.
Oh, that was so aggressive. I got nervous. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect you to actually.
You get a full body? Yeah. I don't get it on. Legs down your white shoulder.
Huh?
Put your
They wanted a long
your white sausage.
Oh, that was so aggressive. I got nervous. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect you to actually.
You get a full body? Yeah. I don't get it on.
Shalom. First thing and foremost, someone to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the whole elect. Noah's in the gospel, raw, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai wherever it may be. This is not going to be a long lesson, man. I came across this post and this is what they do, brother. All right, this is what they do. For all you men out there that wondered if you're a woman or whoever you want to call these demons, like Apostle Tara say, most of these black women, most of them go both ways, to say the least. Okay, most of these black women go both ways, and I mean, this video tells a tale that's been telling a tale. So I think I was reading the comments, and I don't know if they celebrities or famous. I don't know. I don't watch reality TV, really. I don't watch that stuff, but the young generation is pretty familiar with who these two demons are. But this is typical among the black woman, bro. You know, they go both ways, and you know, a lot of times they have the little girls' night out or girls' trip. You know, they freaking off on one another. You know, freak offs is what they do. You know, and you can tell, like, it's all where they got this shit going on right here. Hold on, let me show you. Hold on, you see this right here? Like the eyelashes and the fake baby hair. You know, they get the wigs and they'll put a bunch of gel and Vaseline on it, and they'll comb it with the eye arching brush, with a brush or something, or with one of those eye arching brushes, and they try to look like the so-called white woman or the other nations, because these women are all fucked up in the head, man. All right, and they hate themselves. If I've ever seen self-hatred, this is it. You know, but this is what your woman do. This is what this bride does when you ain't around her, man. And all of them, they go both ways, man. You know, like all them black, them Keishas and shit that you see be hanging out with one another. There's always like two gay friends, male friends that they, you know, probably sleeping with. And this is how a plethora of diseases get passed among the Jake community, man. And this is why we tell you Jakes out there, stay away from these type of women, man, because they'll backdoor you, you know, which is set you up. You know, they'll steal from you, they'll get you killed, put you on child support, get you beat up. You know, because there's always a closet full of simps that's willing to crash out for these dummies right here, man. But you see, they got the sideburns, and this is wigs, by the way. All right, this ain't their real hair. You know, the top may be somewhat real, but because they don't really have edges. And this is a stupid ass look if I ever seen it. You know, that stupid Nicki Minaj / Cardi B baby doll look. This is a stupid look. You know, but nonetheless, a certain man will find this appealing. Which, you know, we are men. You know, men are attracted to what they're attracted to. And at the end of the day, you would just pop something like this. But even then, if they that ratchet, I don't really recommend it, because, hey, like I said, man, these women go both ways. So they got the umbrellas on, the long nails, which they ain't nothing but harlots, man. Okay, so when you first see women like this, the first thing you think was, yeah, I want to get my rocks off. I want to get off to these women, because that's really all they good for. Okay, they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't take care of their children properly. You know, they don't work. Only thing they do, smoke weed, fuck on each other, watch reality hip-hop shows, trap rap, smoke weed, and twerk. You know, and this is all the black woman do, man. All right, and this is what our people have been reduced to. You know, and the crazy part about it is they're not even bad-looking women. I mean, you know, they're relatively attractive outside of all the makeup and shit, you know, and all the eyeliner and all that other stuff. But overall, these women are trash, man, and they look like they can be sisters. But if you pay attention to the one on the left, the darker one, she really anticipated that. She really was into it, you know, because that's that look. Like, look, I want you. You know. So yeah, man, this is our people in a nutshell. Shit, hell, the men even go both ways, man, to say the least. But yeah, you see, after she got the kiss, she started geeking out. Peep this.
I'm sorry. I just didn't expect you to actually.
You get a full body? Yeah. I don't get it on.
You know, these carpet munching, box licking demons, man. This is why the scriptures say the Most High got to destroy these women, bro. All right, they just wicked as hell, and there's no returning from it. All right, so let's get the book of Romans. I think I have that pulled up here. No, that's Sirach. Let's get the book of Romans, man. It's like I said, this ain't gonna be a long lesson. My spirit is already vexed anyway. But this is the book of Romans 1, and I'm gonna start at verses 21. It says, because that when they knew the Most High, they glorify him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. This is talking about the Israelites, man, because you are a righteous nation. You know, you were given the law, statutes, and commandments. You were told how to live, how to conduct yourselves. Okay, and you women supposed to be daughters and wives and princesses. Okay, not a bunch of carpet muncher, ratchet, gold digging hoes. And that's what you are, man. In a roundabout way. Not in a roundabout way. That's what you are. You know, and the Most High is going to destroy the 2/3, man. And I can't wait. Okay, we're tired of suffering niggas. But it says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Yeah, because in their mindset, I'm just exploring. My body, my choice. I can do what I want to do. You know, I got a right to exercise my option, like that monkey boy Obama and his tomboy ass wife gonna talk about, well, a boy needs more than a father. He needs a gay companion. Whatever the fuck the nigga said, man. Because you had the Michael Obama gonna say that, oh well, the red pill is taking over men's minds. And you know what, man? That's necessary, because men are becoming men again. You know, men are becoming men, and they're standing up to this wickedness, man. And you women, you getting ready to get back. You getting ready to be put in a back seat where you belong. All right, because this is what happens when you have them running the world with the serpent. It's nothing but a downhill spiral from here. Okay, Apostle Tar said it. He said most black women, because they fucked up in the head, most of them bitches go both ways. And he said a good 96% of them has experimented with other women. And hey, I say 97%. You know, because they just wicked. They just like to be wicked just because they can be wicked. You know. And it says here, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of uncorruptible power into image made like unto corruptible man, to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and creeping things. It says, wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through their lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. So that goes into that homosexual acts, man. You know, being homosexuals and lesbians and Lord knows what. And this is why disease is at an all-time high. You know, but it says here, the Most High gave them over to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Right. So Jake think it's wise of them to live out the way they want to live instead of following the Lord. And it says here, and likewise, oh yeah, it says, for this cause the Most High gave them over to vile affection. For even their woman did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Yeah, not having babies anymore. And then you got chicks that would say, well, I do got a baby. Me and my girlfriend got a baby. Yeah, but it's through surrogate. Because at the end of the day, you need man's sperm to impregnate you. Okay, the only how you can be impregnated is through male sperm. That's it. All right, 2 women can't make a baby. Just like 2 men, like a man can't get impregnated. Like it was a movie that came out back in 1993 with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger called Junior, and the nigga was basically pregnant. You know, now you got pregnant Ken dolls and all this other shit. You know, men just, you know, it's crazy, man. Men can't have babies. We can produce, we produce sperm, which is live, the live specimen, spirits, whatever you want to call it. You know, they are alive, so we do essentially have babies swimming in our testes. But you have to put those and eject those into a woman so it can be incubated and it becomes a full human being, man. But you can't get pregnant without the man. Okay, it's a process. And it says here, And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burnt in their lust towards one another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was met. And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind, means void of judgment, and to do those things which are not convenient. And that's clearly not convenient, because let's just say if these two women were in their right mind, you know, and they was in the right spirit, not having all this bullshit on, you know, the eyelashes, the makeup, and the fake weave, and the wigs, and the fake baby hair, man. And these women actually gave themselves to a righteous man, you know, hey, we'll be cooking somewhere, you know, but they want to do this wickedness. So the Most High is going to kill these brides, man. And these hoes are a dime a dozen. And you read about them all the time on the news, or, you know, they got certain channels that's dedicated to women or black women being unalive because of their ratchet behavior. And they're going to be another statistic, you know, sooner than later. So it is what it is. But it says, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, and debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. Salaki, my mind went somewhere else. I was reading, but my mind drifted off. I was thinking about some shit that pissed me off earlier. But Salaki, let me read that again. It says, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. All right, so these people are worthy of destruction, as the scriptures say. Last precept, this is the book of Sirach, 42, and I'm gonna start 11. It says, to keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to the enemies, man. And the black woman ain't nothing but a bunch of hoes, lesbians, dykes, you know, cutthroats. Hell, they trapping harder than the Jakes out here, man, you know, and they love YNs, you know. But it says here, a laughing stock to thy enemies, and a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. In our nation, hey, we're shaking. The scriptures say we are off-scourging. You know, we are shaking of the hand. The nations look at us and they totally frown up against us, because they look at us like, man, you people are just wicked. You're treacherous. But it says, behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. For garments from garments cometh the moth, and from women wickedness. Okay, read it again. For from garments cometh the moth, and from women wickedness. All right, so, hey, I'm going to end it giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you will edify. Until the next lesson. Shalom.